everybody out in YouTube land. It's Alan here, Scottish DJ in Milwaukee. I'm doing a little series of DJ tips. This is going to be part one of how I basically do things, kind of from start to finish, all the way through the process. Maybe for anybody who is a little unsure as exactly how to go about it. It's in reply to Adam from Spotlight Sound did one very similar, so I thought I'd do my take on it as well. This is not a slam on anybody or the way they do it. This is just the way it works for me. I've been doing this nearly 20 years, and this is what works for me. A lot of it has been done trial and error. A lot of that we used to do I've thrown out, and this works for me. So take what you will, ignore what you will. It's your call. So what I want to basically do in this first part is do the initial contact. That's all this is. The initial contact between a potential client and myself. It's going to come from one of two places. It's going to come from either phone or email. That's going to be the main point of contact that people are going to get in touch with you. Phone number, obviously, if they've found your card, or from your website, or from an ad, any of these kind of things, they can get your phone number. Likewise, email from your website, business card, maybe it's on the side of your van, whatever. It'll be one of those two forms of contact. If it's an email and you can't answer it right away, email them back very quickly and just say, look, I'm going out, I got your email, I do want to spend some time discussing your wedding with you, but I can't just now because I'm heading out. So communication is everything. Your customer at least knows, or potential customer at least knows, that you've got the information, that you've got their request and their initial contact, but that there's a legitimate reason why you haven't answered it quickly, because you should always answer things pretty quickly. This is your business, this potential business, and so you need to get onto it quicker than some people do. If it's a phone call, I can't stress highly enough that little Timmy might be the cutest thing in the world, but you don't want him answering your business phone. Daddy's not here just now. You want to basically either have a cell phone or a dedicated business line, and if the dedicated business line rings, only yourself or one of your employees should answer it. Always answer with the name of your business and your own name, so that they know right away that they've got who it is that they're trying to get through to. Once we've established that they know who I am, my first question is I always ask them, where did they find my number? Was it through my website? It might have been a search engine. It might have been Yellow Pages. It might have been wherever. You need to know for your marketing. You absolutely must keep a track of where all your potential customers are coming from for your marketing purposes, so that at the end of a year you can look back and say, well, I spent $5,000 on that Yellow Pages ad and I didn't get one call from it. Pretty much says don't spend your money on Yellow Pages. Likewise, if you take out an ad in a publication, or if you advertise in the newspaper or whatever, and you're not getting any calls from it, then it's probably not working for you. So ditch that, find something else. But you need to have that. So I can't stress highly enough, if you've got a book or if you've got a computer program or whatever, take note of where all your phone calls are coming from. Second thing, once we've established where they found me, what's the date of their event, their wedding, what have you. If you've got your calendar, your diary, you should have that fairly close to your phone. I actually have one in my phone as well, so if someone calls me and I'm on my cell phone, I can look on on the calendar part and see if I'm available. A lot of these kind of modern, the Blackberries and PDAs and all that kind of stuff do all that for you as well. Mine's a little more basic than that, but it still does the job. Because first off, there's no point in going into any detailed explanations of what you do, or detailed questions about what they're looking for, if you're not available. For the likes of myself, and I know a lot of you out there, you're all single operators, which means that there's only one of you. Once you're gone, you're gone. And so if you're booked for a particular date, you can't clone yourself. If I am booked for a particular date that they're looking for, I'll always ask, would it help you for me to help you find another DJ? Because obviously I network with a lot of DJs, and I've seen a lot of my contemporaries, and I know who's going to do a good job for you. Most cases they'll say yes, because they were not particularly well educated about the market when they called you, because most people don't know DJs. Most people in their lifetime will maybe call a DJ, you know, a couple of times. So it's not something that they're maybe familiar with. So to say to them, I can help you find another DJ, that's sometimes a real help for them. Plus, you get to give something back to the community. You can give something back to one of your DJ colleagues or your DJ you know, networking partners. Pass business on to the good guys, and then we keep it away from, you know, the bad guys, the bottom feeders. What goes around comes around. You know, the same time you're giving business to other people, hopefully they'll be giving business to you. If I am available, I want to find out a little bit about their event. You know, where it is, when it is, what day of the week it is, what season of the year it is. You know, because here in Wisconsin, there's not a lot of weddings in winter, so that definitely impacts things a little bit. So you want to find out a little bit about just the makeup of the event, what it is that they're looking for, very, very briefly, and get a sense of who they are as people. Are they outgoing? Are they quite shy? Are they, you know, very by the book? You know, I just want some numbers. I don't want any information other than, you know, a price, whatever. My main goal when I'm speaking with a customer is I want to try and get to a point whereby we can sit down for a coffee. I want to meet them face to face. Even before we've worked out if I'm going to be, you know, working with them, I want to meet them to find out if we're going to be a good fit. Because, you know, I'm not for everyone, and everyone's not for me. I have in the past told potential clients I wasn't the right one for them, and suggested other people that they might be better working with because it wasn't an event that I felt suited my particular style. So these are all things that you want to try and do. I generally suggest, you know, try and get within a week or so, maybe sit down with them and their fiance just for an hour. You just want to basically, it's a touch base meeting. It's not a kind of solve, you know, everything meeting. It's just to find out if you're going to be a good fit. So we'll plan a time, maybe, you know, the following Wednesday, 6 o'clock, whatever. Mark it in the diary, and then, you know, hang up. If the customer keeps asking you about price, as a lot of them do, because it's the only question that they really, in most cases, know to ask, because, you know, you don't know what you don't know. So it's really easy just to focus on that price question. So if they do ask about price, I always mention that for me, and like I said, this is not how everybody does it, I don't price by the hour. I never have, and I never will, for one simple reason. People then make decisions about their function based on price rather than based on what is the right thing for the event. And I don't want to encourage that, because they might say, hey, we only want you for 4 hours because it will save us, you know, X $100. Whereas, from my point of view, I know that the event will go right, you know, much better if I can play dinner music, if I can play cocktail hour music, whatever. So I don't limit myself to a number of hours. Once you've got me for the day. I'm there from 2 hours before the first guest arrives, and I'm there until after the last guest leaves. So that's the way I do it. It's not for everyone, but that's how I've built my business. So I'll give them if they kind of keep asking, I'll give them kind of ballpark based on what I know at that point. I have an optimum amount that I look to get for my weddings, and things like what day of the week it is, what time of the year it is, if I have to travel. All of these factors will determine, you know, higher or lower what the price is going to be. But once I've decided on the price based on all of those factors, it's set. So if they're looking for a price at that point, I'll ask them some information about what it is they're looking for, so I can give them that. If not, then we'll just make the date and we'll see them at the coffee shop. So that's coming up, part 2, the meet. Practice and enjoy.